Hey friends, it's the Cobra Chick here, and this video review was not planned. I was, just gonna do a picture talking about these cold brew gummy bears that have been released by Sugarfina, but I decided no, this is just too mind-blowing. It needs to be done in video. So we're gonna do a video about them. I'm going to talk about them and try each of the 3 flavors that Sugarfina and Alfred Coffee have collaborated with to create. Now, a little bit of a spoiler alert, I have had these gummy bears before. The day that I bought them, I ran to my car and I tried one of each because I was just so excited to see what these tasted like. So these are not the first time that I've had these gummy bears, but it's the first time in a while. I haven't tried them since I got them, and that was about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So my taste buds have kind of re-altered, and I'm curious to see if I still feel the same way that I felt when I first tried them. But a little bit of an overview. If you're not familiar with Alfred Coffee, they are a very popular LA chained coffee shop. And what's interesting about this whole collaboration is that, Alfred uses Stumptown coffee for their beans, and they use Stumptown cold brew for their cold brew. So if this is Alfred cold brew gummy bears, isn't it really Stumptown cold brew gummy bears? I don't know. Maybe they created a special cold brew for this collaboration, but in my mind, I'm thinking these are Stumptown cold brew gummy bears, between you and me. And they came out with 3 different flavors. So there is the original cold brew gummy bear. There's an iced vanilla latte, which normally latte is associated with espresso, but I'm gonna assume because of the way it's been branded that it's an iced like vanilla cold brew, and they didn't use espresso for that one. And then there's a bourbon cold brew gummy bear. So you got 3 different varieties. Okay, so when I first heard about this, I was thrilled because, again, it's cold brew being used in a way that's so different. And it just makes me so excited to see that as, a cold brew lover and a fan and a blogger of cold brew, we've gotten to this point where we're being kind of avant-garde with cold brew and doing crazy things like turning them into gummy bears. But then I thought, I don't know how they're gonna be, because to me, when I hear gummy bear or gummy worm, I think of fruity flavors. I think of like Haribo gummy bears, like strawberry, lime, pineapple, sour gummy worms. I don't think of coffee. And even, I know they have those little cola gummy things, not really my thing. To me, if something is gummy, it's a fruit flavor. So to take gummy and coffee and put them together, I don't know. It's one of the things you don't know until you try it, right? And you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. So with that all being said, let's give these a try. So let's do the original first, the original cold brew gummy bear. And that's this one right here. Really quick, how you can purchase these. They come in 3 different options. So the cup here, which I love, it's so cute. It says the But First Coffee, which I'm a huge fan of that slogan. In fact, it's even on my phone. You can get this cup, and if you buy the cup, inside of it are 2 of the flavors. They have the original cold brew gummy bear, and then they have the iced vanilla latte flavor. And they're in little bags in here. So you're not just getting the cup, you're getting the cold brew gummies as well. The other option is you can buy a bag, and they have a bag of all 3 of the flavors. And then they have these little itty bitty cups here if you just kind of want to try the bears. Look, unfortunately that cup is not usable, but it's cute though, right? Yeah. Okay, so cold brew gummy bears. Let's do it. Yeah, my feeling is still exactly the same. It has not changed. It's not bad. It's not like you eat it and you're like, oh, what's this? It's just weird, right? It's a good cold brew, because assuming it's Stumptown cold brew, I like Stumptown cold brew, and it's rich and chocolatey, but it's like, I feel like I should be drinking this and instead I'm chewing it, it's just weird. Yeah, and then the taste kind of just lingers in your mouth for a little bit. I don't know, man. I think, let me try the other ones and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So that's the cold brew gummy bear. You get a lot of that rich cold brewness that you find in a Stumptown or Alfred cold brew, and no bitterness, and you get like a kind of chocolate taste that lingers in your mouth. The next one is the iced vanilla latte, but we're gonna assume it's iced vanilla cold brew. Yeah, so this one I like a lot more. and I think it's because it's sweeter. It's also vanilla latte, right? So there's like some milk or some creaminess to it, and that makes this all work a little bit better. It's much more sweeter than the original cold brew gummy bear, and it just like, it's just good. It has a really nice vanilla flavor to it, but you still get a little hint of the cold brew in there. This is good if you don't, like, say for example you have like a sibling or a parent or someone you're giving this to and they're like, oh, I'm not the biggest coffee fan. They would probably like the iced vanilla one. Yeah, and then you just get this nice kind of vanilla flavor in your mouth. Yeah, I can definitely dig that one. All right, and then here is the bourbon cold brew. I was surprised they did this because bourbon cold brew is still not a super popular thing yet. Ooh, get back in your spot. But then again, Sugarfina, which is the candy company that collaborated with Alfred to make these, is very big about kind of doing out-of-the-box things. I mean, they're the ones that came out with green juice gummy bears. So this, I guess, is not surprising for them. Another thing too, they're very chewy. So, you know, you spend some time chewing them. Yeah, this one, and the sales employee told me, so I asked him, you know, well, have you tried them? What did you think? And he was saying that the bourbon ones, the only people that will really like them are people that really like bourbon. I'm not the biggest fan of bourbon. I probably drink bourbon cold brew more than I drink bourbon. And he's right, it's a very strong kind of like whiskey taste. You still taste the cold brew, but it's not really there. It's kind of more that bourbon-ish with some more chocolate notes, and then once you're done, it's just kind of a weird flavor in your mouth. So that being said, now we've tried all three. I think if you're going to try them, if you're going to buy them, of the three, the iced vanilla latte is by far the best one. It just works the best with the texture of the gummy bear. The cold brew one, I think it's worth trying just because it's so cool. And again, these are limited edition. It's not something that's gonna be here forever. So if you're a coffee fan, a cold brew fan, a gummy bear fan, I think they're definitely worth trying. But maybe buy like the small cup and not the bag of it, just so you can like try and experience it, right? I would say only get the bourbon if you're a big bourbon fan or a big bourbon barrel-aged cold brew fan, because that's a very distinct flavor that I don't think everybody's gonna go for. Overall, I'm glad that they did it. I'm glad Sugarfina and Alfred came together and created this creation. Is it a win, a hit, a miss? I mean, I think it's really up to you and how much texture and flavor bother you. Are you someone that, you know, certain textures have to go with certain flavors, or are you kind of free for all when it comes to that? If you're someone that's kind of more, certain textures have to have certain flavors, you might be really off-put by this. And I'm not that type of person, and I'm still a little off-put by it. It's just very, very unique, and I never thought I would be chewing my cold brew for 30 seconds with one gummy bear. So anyway, these are it. These are the cold brew gummy bears. Like I said, if you're gonna buy the biggest of the bunch, go with the iced vanilla latte. It's very tasty. Do the cold brew gummy bear just for fun, just to try it, and only do the bourbon if you really love bourbon. So thanks for watching.